They're still just outside of July, and I think the coldest day in Hobart's 7th of July, I think, so it's still pretty well in the middle of the winter. It's amazing. Was this the first or one of the first houses that you rated that got over 9 stars?
Yeah, it was the first actually.
It was the first.
Yeah.
And was it, am I remembering correctly that it was officially 9.2 stars?
I think it was 9.2, yeah, it was certainly 9 plus, 9.2 rings a bell. I'd have to check, but yeah, no, definitely. And even since then, you know, I've been doing energy assessments for 12 years, and there may be 4 or 5 around the place that have got beyond 9 stars, but generally they're around about 6 or 7 is the average. So.
And what I recall about that is that the modelling at that time didn't have a model for the triple glazed windows that we...
That's right, yeah. So I had to use windows that don't perform at this standard. So these being the Unilux windows, I think the U value was 0.8, and it would have been modelled with something around about 1 to 1.1, because that was the best available window in the software. So yeah, it's hard for me to give numbers on what that improvement would be, but it would certainly be you know, beyond 9.2 stars as a modelled building.
It would certainly behaves like that. So.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, you don't use heating or cooling, so that in my book is a 10-star building.
One of the interesting things about these windows, which is not common, is that the hardware that comes in these German Unilux windows, especially on the tilt and turn mechanisms, there's little lugs, which are the multi-point lock system. When you activate that handle, everything's locked in a multi-point way. Yep. So even on taller window formats, it's pulling the window and squeezing the seals, so you're getting that air tightness. But what's interesting is even if you get a little bit of movement over time, each lug has a cam in it, and with a 4mm Allen key, you can make it tighter or looser. And I think you found, after quite a few years doing a follow-up test, it just needed a few tweaks. But on a conventional window and door setup, you don't have any of those adjustments.
No, that's right.
So, you know, it's quite an interesting test to see how technology like that has benefit way down the track, and also some benefits to doing post-occupancy evaluations down the track and fine-tuning your building. It's a bit like doing recent oil change in a car. You're just doing some preventative maintenance, checking in on those systems and optimising them.
Yeah, no, I found those windows were great for that. As you say, you've got the cams, they're all adjustable, the hinges are adjustable, all the latching mechanisms are adjustable, so you get a bit of compression in the seals, and it's a soft product, so it's bound to compress over time with the UV and just the heat. They're fairly exposed items windows, so once, do a quick test, make some adjustments, and they tend to you know, result in a much better and higher air leakage or better air leakage result. So,
Well, what is the difference between sort of double and triple glazing? I think in this house there's a pretty massive example of the difference, and there's two aspects to it. Well, there's probably more than 2 aspects, but fundamentally this house has actually quite a lot of glass. So there's a 2-story volume. The eastern face is pretty much all glass. You simply could not get anywhere near this level of performance if this was a double glazed system. So even now, the average double glazed unit in Tasmania that sells locally, these are about 4 to 6 times more energy efficient than the average double glazed unit. What that translates to is that window that's right next to us has the same R value basis, about R2, so that's the same as an insulated wall. But you're getting the view, you're getting, and then the nice benefit to that is you can hear, it's very quiet. You get an acoustic privacy, or if you wanted to have a big party in here and play loud music, you wouldn't know. So it's kind of, your neighbours wouldn't know. So it's kind of, it's a benefit in multiple ways.
Yeah.
And the air tightness too, I wonder if it adds a little bit to how clean the house stays. You're not getting too much dust and things blowing in through uncontrolled ways.
Hi, I'm Stu from Unilux, Australia. You've just been watching this video about Asante, the house in Lauderdale, which was the inception of the Unilux business. It was the first time we imported these triple glazed timber aluminium clad windows into Australia, and that started our business about 9 years ago. And since then we've installed over 120 different homes with triple glazed windows. The product itself is the highest performing and most thermally efficient window in Australia currently on the market, and at an affordable price. And you can see here in this cross section, this triple glazed unit has 2 low E coatings, argon gas in the cavities, and a thermally broken spacer with a timber triple sealed thermally broken frame. They're also airtight when pressure tested to the passive house standard, so they're appropriate for passive house buildings. And there's an entry level system in PVC inside, aluminium on the exterior, which gives you that resilience that you need in our Australian climate with the high UV. You want something that's going to last the test of time, and powder coated aluminium and anodized aluminium stands the test of time. So if you're interested in a superior performing window and door system, then look us up on unilux.net.au, and we'll give you our professional advice and assistance from the design process through to ordering, delivery and after sales maintenance and service.